Well, good morning, everybody. I'm going to cut it off abrupt. I can't make this a long video, but I'm going to cut it off and we're going to get right down to it. Good morning, everybody. Game Time Brian, otherwise known as the mailman on my day off. It's funeral day today. Thank you, everybody, for your condolences. I got to go to a funeral shortly, go get dressed and do that. So this is what it is. But that being said, we move forward. We got a big game this week. Again, this is a game where I would love to win it. I don't know that I'm going to predict us to win it, but I'm getting a lot of people email me stats, and Detroit hasn't looked great. They've looked good, not good, kind of like the whole NFL, right? I mean, there's no dominant team outside of Minnesota. Nobody's dominant. Since the Saints beat us, they've lost 3 straight. Now, I haven't fact-checked the whole league. I just know when people beat the Cowboys, they go on losing streaks. Don't ask me why. I don't have the answer. I could speculate, but I'm not going to do that. You tell me why. Why is it when the teams play the Dallas Cowboys, they lose the following week, and New Orleans hasn't won since? I gave, and I'm still going to stick to, I thought Eagles did a great job going into New Orleans and winning. But as it's turning out, they're not a very good team. We get everybody's best punch. I know people don't want to admit that or give us credit for that. We get everybody's best punch. Everybody hates the Cowboys. You either love them or hate them, and more people hate the Cowboys than any other team. And that's based on the NFL years past being thrown in everybody's face on Thanksgiving when no other team wanted to play on Thanksgiving. The Dallas owner, I believe it was Tex Schramm, put it in the comments. I could be wrong, but he said, hey, we're going to play. We'll play on Thanksgiving. But if we do, we want to play every Thanksgiving at home. And that was the deal that they made with the NFL years ago. Some teams hate it now, but it is what it is. But that's why the whole America's team, I could care less about that, to be honest with you. They're my team. I could care less if they're America's team. So we got a tough game on Sunday. People are moving the goalposts like they always do against Dallas. I have never said that I thought Dallas is a Super Bowl contender this year. It's what I've said from the beginning, and I've been perfectly accurate with their record up to this point. Not how we got here. Who is at this point? But I had them at 3-2. They're 3-2. I had the Eagles at 2-2. They're 2-2. So I've nailed it. So, I nailed it last year. So again, I don't know how we're going to get to the end point. I think that's the important thing. As we get our players back, we dodged the bullet with Marshawn Neal, and he's still going to be out an extended period of time. How are we going to progress, hopefully, going into the playoffs? Now, we got an unbelievably tough schedule. A lot of my Eagle fans are saying we're losing them all. You got no shot. Again, opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one, and most of them stink. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about the language, but that's kind of how I feel. Your opinion, whoever you are, means that you're entitled to it, but I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I just can't have... we'll leave it at that. Again, Dallas is an underdog at home. They're 0-2 at home this year. They're 3-0 on the road. We've become road dogs. I think this game, at first glance, is not good for us, but I think we're building a little something with character and players wanting to shut people up. And I don't, narrative that we're getting rolled at home. And I'm still going to pick Detroit because of the situation. But as we see, teams are not exacting revenge like they thought they would or should. Coming off of last year. Yeah, teams that have lost last year to a team, like I thought for sure the Eagles would go into Tampa and kick their ass or win. Tampa was just coming off a loss. Tampa's hot and cold. They're good. They're not great. And don't you know, Eagles lost worse this time than they did last year in the playoffs. Or score maybe not, but I thought clearly they just could not stop anybody. I was right about that too. Their defense isn't good. Hopefully it can get better for the Eagle fans over the bye week. They've worked on some things. I know Philly 500 was telling me, oh my God, we got the answer, yet another answer for the Eagles. And I'm not trying to troll, but this is what I deal with, Devin White, he's coming for you. Devin White this. Well, they just cut Devin White. So Devin White's no longer a Philadelphia Eagle. I told everybody weeks ago that this was going to happen and that the whole ankle thing was fake when he found out that he wasn't a starter. He wasn't starting for the Eagles and the Kobe Dean. He was, he was not happy. And he's not been a good soldier since. So Howie did what Howie does and cut the cancer out. Good for him. Now, the problem is you better have somebody. You better have somebody that can come in and help at the linebacker position because outside of Zach Bond, they're all struggling. But, yeah, I thought Eagles would go into Tampa and get the job done. They did not. So now Eagles, we have a tough game against the Lions at home. Eagles have a tough game. Eagles are well rested, just like the Lions. I expect Eagles to roll over Cleveland. I believe Deshaun Watson has an 8 QBR. Put it in the stats, but I heard Stephen A. Smith talk about it over and over about how unbelievably poor that Deshaun Watson is. So I don't think there's any chance that the Eagles lose this game. I don't. I'll be streaming the Eagle game. But I just want to say I think this is a fair statement. I know Philly D has said this and Mouse, more realistic Eagle fans. Logan, if you lose to Cleveland, then heads may roll at that point. I mean, it's bad. It's bad right now, but I don't expect that. I think the Eagles are going to bounce back. They're going to get a little rested, maybe get some players back. But we've heard how bad the Cleveland is. You need to thump them. You need to. And I expect it, so we'll see. We'll be there to stream it. But this video is more about Daron Bland. We've got a lot of criticism over Bland in recent days where I made a statement that, remember, I was at Detroit at the draft. I had Kenyon Mitchell as my number one rated a cornerback coming out. Kenyon Mitchell has been hot and cold this year. He struggled mightily against Tampa, but the whole team did. So we're not going to hold that against him. He's a young player. He's going to have his struggles. Daron Bland, I was wrong, everybody. I was wrong when it came to Daron Bland. I said a statement that he was top 40. I think he was 34, 35. He was voted number 31 amongst his peers in the NFL top 100. But more importantly, let me see here. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. More importantly, Daron Bland, I'm going to go over his game-by-game stats coming out of. He's only been playing 2 years, and he hasn't played 2 full years, people. He didn't start the first few games as a rookie. Now, he's coming back. We got some good news. Daron Bland might be back this week, but I think it's stupid. I think it's better to keep him out through the bye week and then come back against the 49ers. That's what I would do. But Daron Bland are saying he could be available for limited snaps. Why would you want that? I need a guy who's going to be ready to roll. Hopefully, Kalen Carson is, and sit Daron Bland another week. But, hey, if he's ready to play for limited snaps and we have the bodies to do it, who am I? But let's look at this real quick. Let's do this one. There we go. Daron Bland, a 2022, okay? Week 1, did not play. Remember, he was a 5th-round draft pick. Week 2 did not play. Week 3 did not play. Or didn't get any snaps. Week 4, he came in. We won against Washington. I think he got a little mop-up duty, but didn't play many snaps. Did not play Week 5. Did not play Week 6. Limited snaps. He didn't start his, the bottom line is he didn't start his first game until Week 9. Week 9 of his rookie season, he started, and it was a 31-28 loss. That was the loss, I believe, in Green Bay. McCarthy going home, Dallas having a 13-point lead and blowing it. Daron Bland, let's see, boom, 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 boom. No INTs. That was his first start. 5 solo tackles, 1 assist. Game number 2 for Daron Bland was a 40-3 win at Minnesota. I remember that. 2 solo tackles, 2 combined. Okay, nice. Week 3, Dallas versus the Giants, 28-20 win. He didn't start. He only started the one game. He didn't start week 10, as you can see by the little highlight here. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Pause. Let's see. Yeah, I can make it bigger. There we go. Yeah, he started week 9, did not start week 10. But after that, he's been from week 11 of the 2022 season, he's been a starter. Week 11, a 28-20 win against the Giants, 5 solo tackles, 5 combined. Week 12, Indianapolis Colts at home, 54-19, 4 solo, 4 assists, a combined 2 interceptions. Got 2 interceptions, and that would be his game 3 of his NFL career as a starter. Not bad. 2 pass deflections, I guess that's what that is. Okay. Week 13, win against the Eastside Harold Houston Texans, 27-23, 3 solo, 3 assists, 6 combined tackles. Okay. Week 14, Dallas at Jacksonville. I remember that game. We lost that game. 4 solo, 2 combined. Okay. He had an interception, though. Okay. So, yet another interception. Week 15, against the Eagles. That was a W at home, 40-34, 4 solo, 1 assist, 5 combined. Picked off the Eagles quarterback. Okay, just remember that. We like to hear about he's only picking off bad quarterbacks. He feasts on the weak. Okay, that's what you should do. But that week he feasted on Jalen Hurts. Week 16 at Tennessee, 27-13. 4 solo, 3 assists, 7 combined, 2 QB hits, no interceptions. And then week 17, Dallas at Washington, that was an L. 2 solo tackles, 2 combined. I don't know what TFL. I'm not sure what that means. Not really sure what that means. Playoffs of 2022, Dallas goes to Tampa, road playoff win. Yeah, they win some. 31-14 over Tom Brady's last game. No interceptions, 3 tackles, 4 assists, yada, yada. And then we lose at San Francisco, 19-12. I think that's the one Dak game, So basically, as a rookie, he starts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He started 10 games, and he ended up as a rookie with 5 interceptions. Not bad. Not bad for a rookie. You see how tough it is with Kenyon Mitchell. I don't know what he has. What does he have? 1 interception right now. So we'll see. We'll see. Again, we shall see. Now let's go to... I got to be able to find... Go back is what I need to do. 23. Here we go. Last year stats. Here we go. Hopefully we can go. No, that's not good. Let's see here. Bear with me, everybody. Daron Bland. Boop, 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 boop. Game logs. Oh, there it is. 2023. Let's look at Daron Bland in 2023 and see what he did last year. Okay. Dallas at the Giants. I was at that game. 40-0. 1 INT. We'll just make this quick. Game 2. Dallas home against the Jets without Aaron Rodgers. 30-10. No INTs. Week 3. Dallas at Arizona. That's the game that we were nowhere to be found. He didn't start the first 2 games. I'm not sure why, but he did not. Game started, did not start. So I don't know the reps in there, but he did get a pick six, obviously, and an INT. Week 3, Dallas at Arizona. That was the tough one. 5 solo, 1 assist. Okay. Dallas versus New England. At New England, 38-3. 2 INTs. 2 INTs, 1 for a touchdown. Hell of a game there. Again, these are NFL teams. I know, bad quarterback. I know. Dallas at San Francisco, no INTs. We lost 42-10, a total team domination by the 49ers. Dallas at the Chargers, we get a win against Kellen Moore, 20-17, no INTs. Dallas versus the Rams, win 43-20, INT, baby, and a touchdown. Matt Stafford, Super Bowl winner. I mean, you can say what you want, right? Dallas at the Eagles. That was the game where we were at the 5-yard line with 20 seconds to go. Could not punch it in. No interceptions. Eagles win 28-23. Giants at home, 49-17 win. Interception. Boom. There it is. Another one. Dallas at Carolina. INT and a TD. That was a great play on the ball. If you go back and watch it, a unbelievable play on the ball. Let's see. Week 11, 45-10 at home against Washington. Another INT, another touchdown. Again, Sam Howell, I get it. Again, I get it. But if you're looking at his INTs, he's making incredible plays on the ball. It's not like they're throwing a pass like they did in Super Bowl 30 to Larry Brown. It wasn't Neil O'Donnell. He's jumping balls. You can get beat on that too. He did at times as a rookie. Still ended up with 5 interceptions. You know what I'm saying? Seattle. When you're coming out into the league, it's not easy. It's not easy to. It's not easy to find that happy medium. When you're so talented, you're like, well, I want to jump it. The other team, the receivers are talented too. Dallas versus Seattle at home, 41-35. INT, no touchdown. The Eagles at home, 33-13. Okay. No INTs. 4 solo, 1 assist, 5 combines. Turnover, tackles for loss, 2. So he's a tackler, too. Just remember, that's what that is, tackle for loss. Very good tackler. Dallas at Buffalo, that was where they ran all over us. I don't think they threw the ball 15 times all game. Dallas at Miami, remember that one? We should have won it. 22-20. No turnovers. Detroit, 20-19. Home win. We all remember that one. No turnovers. And week 17, Dallas at Washington, 38-10 win. Interception. No touchdowns. And then the playoff game, 5 solo tackles. We lost Green Bay 48-32. It wasn't that close. The bottom line is with Daron Bland, he's a ball hawk, okay? He is a ball hawk. He just is. You know, he just is. Bland is currently on injured reserve and designated to return due to a stress fracture in his foot. He is expected to be out 6 to 8 weeks. Looking at the stats here. Let me go back. So Daron Bland has 14 interceptions in a year and a half. I mean, that's pretty impressive. I mean, let me look here. Stats. 2022, he had 5. Last year, he has 9. And he's got 5 career. Well, it says 5. He has 14 career touchdowns in 17 games started. He's played in 34, minimal, but he missed. Like I said, he wasn't a starter in 2022 until week 8 or 9, I said. So, again, he's a hell of a player. Voted number 31 on the NFL's top 100. Hopefully we get him back. Again, I'm not trying to convince anybody of another fan base how good he is. I don't think Dallas is going to re-sign him, but we'll see. We shall see. But I challenge anybody to be without one of their top corners. And when we have both of them, our cornerback room is elite. Again, the corners get beat. There's not a lot of Revis Islands, that Deion Sanders, Jalen Ramsey in his prime. There's not a lot of guys like that. Even when you're good, you get beat. So, again, just because there's a star on your helmet, you got to look past that and just call the obvious. Kenyon Mitchell has a bright future. I wish the kid well. Again, I'm the one that said, along with Jaden Daniels, I was on an island myself with the whole Jaden Daniels is my favorite quarterback coming out. And now it's proving me right that Jaden, am I always right? No, I'm not. I'm not always right. But when I'm right, I'm going to pat myself on the back. Jaden Daniels is a beast and playing great. League commander, like I told you, nothing against Jaden Daniels. He's playing great, but he's a rookie. Slow down about he's the best quarterback in the NFC East. Slow down, brother. Slow down. Once people start having tape on him, things are going to get more difficult. That doesn't mean he's going to be bad. I expect him to be good. He's going to get better as well. But that's about it, everybody. I got to go. Unfortunately, I'll probably talk to you later. But I just wanted to give you some stats on Daron Bland. He's 14 INTs over, 8. I think he started. I showed you how many he started. He didn't start the first 8 games of his rookie season. He had limited snaps. So, again, that's not just a 1-year thing. That's over 2 years since the moment he's gotten in the league, right? So, players are allowed to get better in areas. You're allowed to work on things. Tony Romo did it every year. Every year he came back the next year. It's just hard to play cornerback in this league. So we need to give the man props. And I did. So I stand on my 2 feet with Daron Bland that, sorry, Eagle fans, as of right now, he would come in as your best corner. Wow. Like, would you trade for him? I wouldn't trade Kenyon Mitchell for Bland because you got him on a rookie deal. And we don't know what Kenyon Mitchell is going to do. But he's got a long way to go to be what Daron Bland is. So with that being said, I'm out of here. Again, that's my opinion, right? I'm entitled to my opinion, but the stats bear it out. That's the difference. I'll talk to everybody late.
Kind of hot in these rhinos.